Hi, this is Brian. Today I'm going to interview my good friend Sensei Troy Bond. He's my karate teacher and he's a great guy. He's good with kids, he's good with the community, and he's an aspiring Buddhist. So today I'd like to ask him some questions about what is a Buddhist and why would he be interested in that way of life. I guess what I want to ask you is how did you come to the idea that maybe I want to be a Buddhist? First, what do you think a Buddhist is?
In my humble opinion, a Buddhist is somebody who, out of a sense of spirituality, goes through the teachings of the Buddha and uses those teachings as a guideline to everyday life.
Very good. So there's a lot of guidelines around, though. There's Christianity and Islam and Judaism, Kabbalah, and you've been around long enough that you bumped into some of those.
Absolutely.
So why did you pick Buddhism?
Because I've noticed with most major religions, and this has been something I've always said, they said, and I'm paraphrasing and I'm trying to be as humble as I can with this. For instance, one church, one of those groups might say Christ was a great prophet. Like for instance, if I can, I'd say, let's start with Islam. Islam would say Christ was a great prophet. We like him. A black Muslim will even say Christ was black, and we think he's a great prophet. Somebody of the Jewish faith might say Christ was a great prophet. He was one of us, just like the Muslim was one of us. Not our guy, but a great prophet nonetheless. Growing up in the Christian house, Bible belting house, literally mean we were belted with the Bible, I was told, everyone else is wrong, I'm the only one that's right. They're all going to hell. I'm not, because I believe this way. And I thought to myself, is that the truth, though? You have to look and dig deep for the truth and keep looking until you find it. And I had trouble finding the truth in Christianity, and that's how I grew up, and that was a great conflict I had spiritually. So, growing up for almost 30 years as a martial artist, I knew a lot of the Far East. And I always heard of Buddhism. And it's one of those things I'd store in the back of my brain, and when it would come up like a random computer, oh yeah, Buddhism. As time would go on and on, I became jaded in the religious tradition I was brought up in. And I had no spirituality at all. I said at one point in my life, I don't know if I'm ashamed to admit it or not, but I had actually said, I don't believe in God. I just don't. You can't convince me that there is. And I like to use this when I teach my martial arts classes. This kind of puts this in perspective. When I was 18, I thought I knew everything. When I was 28, I knew everything. Now I'm 38, I don't know anything. So that's kind of how I was. I said, at one point I was full-blown conforming belief. And then full-blown conforming not believing. And then I learned about agnosticism. And I said, it's, to me, the truth lies with agnosticism to say, I can't because I just don't know, say there isn't. But I can't because I just don't know, say that there is. I don't know. I would love to know. I want to know. I can't have blind faith because I have to see to believe. And so I didn't have that spirituality for the longest time. Then I got struck down with an affliction called cluster headaches. And I tried everything. Cluster headache is like a migraine on steroids. And they were just the worst physical pain I'd ever been through. And I've been through a lot of pain. And I would try everything to get rid of these headaches. And then something in my mind triggered, I think I might have researched it, said, well, what about meditation? I've never done that before. And so in that file in my mind, meditation goes hand in hand with Buddhism. And knowing what I knew about Buddhism, I said, well, since they go hand in hand, let me look. I have no spirituality. And listening to, you and I had said this once, the great Bodhisattva Oprah Winfrey, she once said everybody needs spirituality. And I said, oh, what does Oprah know? So Oprah must know quite a lot because she's a multi-millionaire, so she must know a little something. And that kind of rang in my head. I haven't been spiritual for the longest time. Let me look into Buddhism and find out what it's about and what could I get out of it. And then I'm reading on it, well, don't lie. Well, that's what I try to practice on my own, and I teach at the karate school. Don't kill. No, I don't want to kill anybody. Unless, of course, they're trying to kill me or my family, then they've got to go. But that would be the only circumstances. And then I looked at everything that Buddhism had to offer without, again, just my humble opinion, without a blind sense of loyalty to a deity. And I said, wait a minute, so I can have all the spirituality I need to help make me a better person, and therefore my family and my community, my students, better people, without being watered down in something I really didn't agree with. Well, I said, well, let me take a slow walk into this and see how it would work for me. And I did, and I said, this is something I'm really interested in, and I adapted my life within that lifestyle, and it's been a very good fit.